use your voice, you create change in places you didn't even know.
Why does sheer panic erupt in so many people when they have to speak in front of others? We can calm ourselves through breathing. And I want to show you now my favorite technique.
We can use our voices to speak up for ourselves and to advocate for others.
These are things that make a difference in our lives.
She's a doctor, she's a sex therapist, and she's an advocate for people who are differently able, and she's using her voice to give them a voice.
We are going to have an open and honest and frank conversation about disability, sex, and dating. Our voices matter.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we can use a few executive presence skills in order to help us speak up.
Using your voice matters.
Who is this? Where did she come from? Has she been there all this time?
So we're going to continue this phenomenal lineup with someone who literally is a rocket scientist. Yeah, that's the kind of caliber of people that we're bringing to you today at the Speak Up Women's Conference.
I was a brand new engineer, fresh out of college, at my first full-time real job at NASA. I was so geeked out. It was like the promised land. Now, I was also really terrified. It was NASA. I mean, this is like where all the smart people hang out. I remember thinking, I don't fit in. I don't belong here.
So I'm Jasmine Mbai, and joining me for the panel discussion on imposter syndrome will be Imani and Vivian.
The next speaker is going to be talking about being an introvert and certainly how that shows up for you at work.
What is the stereotypical word that you associate with the concept of being an introvert or introversion?
We don't have to be silent when it's something that affects us profoundly.
6 out of every 10 men and 5 out of every 10 women experience at least one trauma in their lifetime.
Not only was I not okay, I was devastated. I was terrified. I was anything and everything but happy, excited, or even neutral. I was working with a shaman. He said to me, the reason you feel ashamed is because you see motherhood as an inferior life path.
Self-care is not selfish. It's actually essential to empowering us to speak up and being able to show up for others.
We're going to have a really wonderful conversation on using your voice. So take it away, Deborah.
So before we meet our amazing panelists, I'm going to ask you, in your listening, your speaking up, who do you want to be? How are you going to claim your breath? Breathe all of that in as we share in this panel discussion around using your words, because it is an opportunity to you listen to 3 amazing women who are all diverse in the way they use their words.
This woman was born in Mexico, and she did not have a life of privilege.
We lived in a 1-bedroom home, and in that 1-bedroom home, there was up to 9 people living in it. Now we work, that's what we were here to do. We're doing whatever, for whomever. So our work ethic was we work. There was no cheerleading for me. I had to work. I ended up getting a job in the warehouse with my mother. I actually kind of sucked at the warehouse work, and my mom tried to cover up all my errors. But the owner of the company, this beautiful blue-eyed, white pearl-wearing woman, noticed that maybe I can help her out in the office. Well, she wanted me to answer phones. What? Use my voice? I've never done that before. And she was the first person that opened the door for me. Looked nothing like me. She just wanted to see if I can do something better, and my mom was so proud. Because at 14 years old, my mom had thought I made it. My name is Martha Nino. I'm a Mexican immigrant. I'm a Silicon Valley pro. I'm a believer in others, and I have hope for the world.
One of the things about the Speak Up Women Conference is that the objective is for you to take all of that wonderful information and take it and do something with it.
What will you take away from today so that in a moment in your future when it's your turn to use your words, one of the women today is going to be your inspiration and your cheerleader?